Welcome back to the Rice and Beans podcast. I just want to start off. Andrew, do you remember the text that you sent me the other day?
Which one? Wait, what?
It said, I will eat your
Hold on.
He's got to pull it up real quick.
In real time, let's take a look. Let's see. Scroll down.
A very fantastic text.
Oh!
Read it aloud.
Ah, yes. This was only at 8. Okay, so I can't blame me being sleep deprived because I sent it at 8:48. So I kindly let Mason know that I would eat his ass, because I was feeling hungry at the time. Maybe a little deprived as well. I had some cravings.
Anyway, so today we wanted to talk about our high school experience.
I blamed it on autocorrect.
Wow. All right, high school experience. Today we wanted to talk about our high school experience, and we are going to start, I guess, just go linearly. So we'll start with freshman year, Andrew.
Oh, yeah, freshman year of high school. So freshman year, high school, the waters, you're basically tiptoeing in, starting everything out. You know, you're getting a feel for a new school. And in this high school that we went to, it wasn't... So I guess like every high school in the country is going to be different. So the big key difference was with this one was like in our like district, and we have our programs, right? Each school has something that they're known for. Like one school over here is known for its medical studies. Another school is known for its business and entrepreneurship. And then another school is known for theater and arts.
Well, I will say was known for theater and arts because that school closed down.
Oh, that's right. And yeah, but they're going to be replacing it. So there's still going to be some kind of academy for theaters and arts. And then there was our school, which was home of engineering and robotics and mathematics.
Yeah, I really kind of struggled with that program. I really didn't like it. I don't like math. I hate math and I cannot do it. So for me, that
Did you struggle with fractions and shit like that, and percentages?
Yeah, I mean fractions weren't terrible.
What I just couldn't wrap my head around what was the key, like, like I'm the same way with math. Like that's why, what was the name? Was it Principles of Engineering, or what was that freshman year class that
POE, yes. Principles of Engineering was the first class that we would take in that engineering course.
Yes, okay. So Principles of Engineering. I remember that because that gave us a broad introduction to other, like, I can't remember the name of the program that we used that helped us come up with 3D models and all that.
I do know what you're talking about, but no, I cannot remember what that is.
I remember that because it was the same. These were programs that like engineers and other people use, and that, like, doing all the math, the measurements. We had a 3D printer in there. I remember one project we had to do was like make an item that would be like an improvement project.
You also remember that laser printer that we had that we could use, like, design something and then we would put it on a piece of wood?
We make our own, not a Rubik's Cube, but we made our own puzzle cubes.
Yes, we did. I also just found that in my room the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was going to put it together, but I think I'm a little bit too stupid to even figure out what I need to do, even though I made it.
You know what's the funny part? I remember when doing mine, I did such a terrible job that they would tell you to, like, hey, go to another student and, like, make them test it out and see if they can solve it. And I remember because that was another thing to help us learn how to use graph paper and how to, like, draw sketches and do that. And I remember because, like, the way to do it, you would have to number it. And I would give it... You remember our boy Elijah?
Which one? I think there were multiple.
Well, you could just bleep this out, but...
Oh, yes, I do remember him.
Yeah, so I remember having him, and then he was the guy that looked over it for me, and then I'd hand it to him, and he was like, you still didn't? You still got an extra number, right? I'm like, oh, come on. And then I'd change it and give it back. You still have an extra number. 4 or 5 times that happened until eventually, like, I wanted to make it into something more complex, but that just did not end up happening.
Side note, you could have just said Mommy Elijah, because that's what I used to call him.
I forgot about he used to call me father. Or like I'd be like Elijah, and then like wherever, like we'd be in lunchroom, library, passing the hallway, he'd stop what he's doing, turn around and be like, "Father."
So then that would technically make you Granddaddy Andrew.
Yes, I am the grandfather of all, from where all time flows and begins. You know, every river stems and has its source. I am that source right there.
It's also important to note that during high school and freshman years, when we actually started to hang out a little bit more, I think we mentioned this in the previous episode, just getting to know each other freshman year.
Are we gonna talk about exactly what got us together?
Let's not. We might be able to save that for another time, but not right now.
Yeah, so basically, we happened just to meet up with each other
Through mutual.
through mutual other peoples,
Yeah.
and basically, because of those other peoples, one of them was going to, like, these two peoples, they were like close friends, and then you and I basically got roped in and we learned about each other. And one key thing that definitely bonded us, or that was the glue that started us, that
Jesus Christ, I'm stuck with Andrew.
that spark, you know, that the initial, you know, I'm the flint, you're the steel, and then we just, not in a romantic way. We didn't.
I don't like where this is going.
We didn't have that kind of spark. I didn't look into his eyes and saw a loving future of husband of 14 kids.
Jesus Christ.
I saw, I'm like, yo, this dude is pretty awesome. And it was introductions with music. I don't remember how we got, I think I was just like, yo, dude, what music do you listen to? And that's how it all got, that's how it all gets started.
Andrew kind of died there a little bit, but it was the Beatles. I think I was kind of introduced to the Beatles a little bit in the beginning. Andrew knew a little bit more about the Beatles in the beginning, and so we just kind of started hanging out.
How did you know about the Beatles? Was it like through like one of your parents that showed you? Or?
No, I mean the Beatles, I guess, just, you know, being who they are and the influence that they carried through the generations. But yeah, and also it was guitar as well, because I had just received a guitar and Andrew already knew the guitar, so Andrew kind of helped me learn the guitar.
That's right. And I remember because we were talking through like video call or whatever that is. Because of the way the camera looks and all that, I thought he was playing a left-handed guitar.
It was right-handed the whole time, and I even told my parents that they bought me a left-handed guitar because Andrew told me that it was a left-handed guitar.
Yeah, and then I don't know how it clicked or registered in my head. I'm like, oh crap, I messed up. He actually has the correct tools. I messed it up. I had the correct tools. He had the correct tools this whole time.
Oh my god. Anyway, fast forwarding to sophomore year. What happened sophomore year? There's not much that happened sophomore year other than COVID. That is when that happened, COVID-19.
COVID-19 happened what? January 2020. So that was our sophomore year, right?
It was either January or February. It could have even been March when everything shut down, to be honest. I'm not quite sure.
March is when everything shut down, because I remembered that my birthday, it falls in March, and I remember that I was able to celebrate my birthday.
Is that all you had to say?
I'm trying to remember how old I turned. I can't remember if I turned
sophomore year. I would have been turning,
did I turn 17 or 16?
I think you would have been turning 17. Junior year you would have been turning 18, and then senior year you would have been turning 19.
Yeah, I was one of those preemies that got held back.
Yeah.
And
what year did you get held back?
Second grade. I didn't do too well.
Andrew didn't learn how to. What do you even do in second? I mean,
so
I'm gonna actually
ADHD.
Right.
I specifically remember this one time in class. I did not pay attention at all to what was happening, and I was just repeatedly counting on my fingers, and I didn't keep track. And then everyone looked at me, and they're like, "So what number are you at?" And I'm like, "Oh."
And then Andrew couldn't remember?
No, I didn't keep track. I was so bored with what we were doing.
Yeah, I didn't really like...
I had a hard time telling the difference between the letter D and the letter B. I'm not dyslexic. I just was really bored with school.
Kind of running back to sophomore year. So, again, that's when COVID and everything was going. You know, we weren't really able to hang out with each other. And again, I think like everybody thought COVID was pretty isolating.
no one expected it to spread as fast as it did. And I'm pretty sure that most people didn't realize it would have the same effect that it did.
And now there's actually a new one coming out that they're talking about. It's called norovirus. Andrew's going to be the spreader of that.
I don't want to.
Andrew spreads it throughout the whole nations.
What is this neurovirus thing like?
It's more of like a stomach bug, I think.
Wait, you said... Okay, that's not what's going around right now, because basically where I work at right now, I guess there's apparently a flu going around that's making you cough a lot, make your voice pretty raspy. It doesn't look good. So when you said that, and then I thought, oh God, maybe I have it now. Maybe my manager has it. My manager called off 2 days in a row. I am not a happy camper. Shout out to all those that work regular 2 to 5, or no wait, 9 to 5 jobs.
2 to 5, that's what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
I wish I could work 3 hours.
No, you won't get paid. I wish I could work short hours but get compensated the same. So like what? I get paid this much an hour. Bump me up to that much an hour so that only working 3 days would give me that same $400 check.
Right.
I need money really bad. Okay, we're sophomore year. Sorry, I was dreaming about my once.
Sophomore year. Again, so nothing really happened there. So sophomore year. Let's just go to junior year. Junior year was interesting. We started our career and technical education program.
That's right. The one part that really got me was the radio. The fact that we kind of had our own radio station.
I think it was one of the first couple days that we actually got to hop on the radio with our old buddy Alex Almanza, who is now reporting, being a photographer in Indianapolis.
They moved him to Indy. Wait, he's in Indy?
He is in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay then.
What a guy.
Yeah, I remember. You remember his brother, right?
Oh, Kenny. Well, we'll have to get him on here one day.
Oh God, this dude Kenny. He got banned for how long? A month? 2 months for taking all the chairs?
Oh my God, I forgot about that. He got banned for 2 months from our classroom because he stole a chair.
It was just one chair.
It was one chair, but they were like the brand new chairs that we had just got. He took it right back to his classroom, and he got banned from our classroom.
Oh, I remember that now.
And Alex was also a person who was a part of that same program, so he knew the instructor, and the instructor unfortunately had the luck, I would say, of knowing his brother.
His brother, Kenny, very smart, I have to say that. He knows his way behind a computer.
Right.
I remember right after we all graduated and all that, and he's in college, right? I don't know which college he's in, but I remember he made a post where he said that everyone in his dorm, or like not in his dorm, but his what is it called? Like the one section that has all the dorms like in one building.
The building.
So basically what he did was he built, I have no idea what it was, but all I know is that it pretty much shut off everyone else's Wi-Fi, so that way only he could get Wi-Fi, because he was complaining that it was too slow because everyone was on it.
Very smart for the wrong reasons.
Oh my goodness, yes. If he was evil, imagine the things he'd be able to do.
Junior year was also the year that we actually, again, we hopped on the radio. We started a radio show called the Mike Hour Show. And if you go back to last episode where Andrew says, welcome back to where we are picking up, or whatever, we were talking about picking up. That's kind of like what we were talking about. Again, Mike Hour Show. I don't know if I said that. That was the name of our show.
Yeah, you did say that. It was a very good show, very short-lived. I loved doing it, only because it got me into the aspect of having to research local stories, national stories, and then international stories. And
even the entertaining aspect of it, of being on the radio and talking to people that
and the music too.
Yeah, we did one interview with one guy, I can't remember his name, and I can't even remember what it's about now, but even like that stuff was just sort of fun.
I completely forgot about that interview.
Moving forward to senior years, when we got more into the video aspect of everything, like film and
I made
TV.
a movie.
Andrew made a short film. I made a short film. We all got to kind
Wait,
of do.
which one was your short film again?
Mine was a 1 minute short film called Trapped. That will be inserted now.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm your boy Aaron.
And I'm Melanie, and today we're going to show you guys the behind the scenes of what the studio looks like. Wait, why is it dark in here?
You know, we got the Halloween special
Wait,
coming
shut up. What is that? Well, whatever it is, let's go check it out. Come on, it'll be fun. Come on. Aaron, what's happening? Aaron? Aaron? That didn't go the way that I was expecting.
What about mine? Can we insert mine, or do we not have that?
I can probably find yours somewhere. Insert now.
What is this place? Damn, my head. What's happening? Ah. A cell? But why is it all white?
Hey, امسكوه امسكوه سوي هاك امسكوه امسكوه
It's okay. I'm a journalist. Wait,
شو تسوي هنا
wait a minute. No, wait. Okay.
عبر جوا عبر جوا السرعة عبر جوا.
One of you please speak English? I want to do something, anything. I can't move around. I need to get out, but I'm trapped. I haven't felt this bad since I was living at home with my father.
What's this? All C's, D's, F's?
But I haven't had English.
Big deal! You speak English. That's not gonna get you a real job.
I want to be a reporter.
What? Fake news? Tell stories?
It's not like that at all.
Listen, Andrew, you have got to get good grades so you can go to college, so you can get a good job, good paying job, like in business or computers.
I need to write. It's my passion.
Passion. You don't think I had passion, but I gave up my passion just to have a family. And you exist because of that. Remember that. Learn that.
I was an idiot to take this assignment. What was I trying to prove? Now look at me.
Jalen, I think you have that pack for ready time for 6 because we're going to have to move it from the
May I have everyone's attention, please? I'm looking for a volunteer. We just got word in that there's another hot spot creeping up. This time it's in Tehran, so I don't think I have to tell you all how dangerous this is. As war correspondents, we always hope for the worst, but pray for the best. This is definitely one of those situations. That said, once you're on the ground, same rules as always apply. You're not going to be able to contact us. We'll just have to provide moral support right here. The person I'm looking for is going to have to be on the ground in 12. Do I have any volunteers? Anyone? Anyone?
I'll
Come
do
on.
it.
Andrew, it's you.
Oh God, my wife, my dear Evie. How could I forgot? And our child, has he been born yet? I need to see him. I need to be there.
You know you don't have to do this.
I have to. I'm doing this for us. For our child.
I'm worried about you. What if something happens?
Nothing's gonna happen. I'll be back home soon for you and our baby.
Okay.
Hey, I felt a kick.
I love you.
No, they're not real. You know what they said I was free. No, I'm not free. Wait, yes I am. Son, how's your mother doing? Growing up so fast. I can't believe you're 4 already. I love you.
What's your name?
I don't.
This is Charlie 1 back to Charlie headquarters. We have our subject in our hands. Mission accomplished.
And if you can't, hey, this is for later, Mason. That's doing this. Mason, please pull up an image of a hot dog next to my head.
I'll do you one better.
Okay, no. Oh. Now do me wearing a sombrero.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, now do me, We'll come back. The gears are spinning here. Even better. Put in a little loading mechanism of me thinking.
Andrew, after this, we'll edit this podcast together. How about that?
Yay! I help.
I'm sitting right next to Andrew. We're in the same room, literally right next to each other. We only have 2 cameras. We don't have 3. So...
Oh, the hell we're not. Oh.
Anyway.
Oh no, we're not going to be editing this together. I'm going to be at the bowling alley, getting smashed, getting turned up. I'm gonna get really cranked.
Oh my god. Anyway, senior year, we did a lot of film. White Room. I think you talked about a little bit of the White Room. So essentially, the whole premise. Why don't you tell us the premise?
I basically played this reporter that got his ass kidnapped while he was in Iran. And the whole premise was that I learned what this very horrible torture method where they'd lock somebody in a completely white room and pretty much it makes you go crazy because all your senses are trying to do their thing, but they can't because they can only see whiteness and hear nothing. And so I thought that was interesting. And I'm like, maybe there's some way I can make some kind of horror movie out of this, because I didn't think anyone did it. Well, when looking up research doing this film, I saw that there were already 2 films made
about being in a white room.
Yes, almost the same kind of thing, really. But
are you going to tell us about what you saw?
No, I don't want to talk about. They shoved a tube in a man's ass because he wouldn't shit. He forcefully made it so that he couldn't go potty, right? And then they knock him out with gas, and then they put him on a table. I literally saw them put his legs up, spread eagle, and then they just went jam. You know what was so funny? I didn't know that was going to happen in the film. And I'm like, Mason, come over and look at this. This is gold. I can use this as an example in my movie. Well, no, not an example, but I'm like, this is all good stuff that I could copy. Then I made him look at the screen. I unpaused it, and then that scene is what popped up next.
And we were sitting in the middle of class at the time, and again, Andrew had no idea this was coming.
No, I did. There's a lot of moments where something like that happened.
High school was fun. I didn't really get to walk across the stage graduation, so why don't you tell us about graduation?
You had COVID, right?
I did have COVID.
Yeah, that's why you kind of walk across the stage. You had COVID. I will say what was really cool about graduation is that there's this one kid that he wheelied across the stage to grab his diploma.
My God. Andrew wishes he had wheelies.
No, hell no. But either way, besides that, graduation was pretty good. You have that surreal experience that now you're done, and then you're on to the next chapter of your life. And for me, it was pretty scary. At least that's what I would have to say. How about for you? What was that feeling that you got afterwards from graduation?
I mean, I wouldn't really say that it was scary, just more of trying to get used to being an adult. And once you get used to being an adult, I think that you
I'm not used to it.
Well, I wouldn't say used to it. Just once you kind of like go through it a little bit, it's kind of evens out a little bit. But I think that's all the time we're going to have for today. So if you enjoyed, go ahead and drop a like, follow in wherever you're listening, just whatever you're doing.
Please listen to us. I'm desperate for attention and I'm lonely.
Andrew's about to shit himself again.
I will beg for, No, my bowels are very clear. There's nothing in that passage.